Welcome to the Refined Investor. We are in the midst of the first XRP spot ETF being released today. It's been probably a couple hours and it's been uneventful, but hey, that's crypto for us, right? We shouldn't take that as a surprise. We should embrace it and say, hey, this is the first milestone in a significant time. But we don't only talk about this on this channel. We talk about all things that investors should pay attention to. Refined people that invest in clothing, in the right real estate, invest in themselves, education, and invest, of course, in technology and in crypto, because I do believe it's the wave. We're in this opportunity, and this once in a lifetime opportunity that we must seize, and I want you to seize it as well. So that being said, let's talk a little bit about what's going on today. XRP is not doing anything, but it shouldn't come as any surprise. We really don't know what happens when XRP or any other ETF goes live. We do know that when Bitcoin did, it had quite an impact on its price and on its standing. The institutional adoption was huge, and we know that. The same is somewhat true for Ethereum. We had Solana just the other day, and there, a lot of buying certainly, but there's also a ton of sell pressure. There's still, there's still a changing of hands. There's still a ton of uncertainty about what exactly Ripple is up to. We have a lot of speculation. We're hearing the news of one acquisition after another, but again, what does that ultimately tell us? The news headlines are great. We'll see a 6, 7, 8, 10% spike leading up to something, right? So it's buy the news, sell the event. And it might be no different this time. And in fact, if it is a sell the news and we're still sitting at the same price now that we did a day ago, that's a really good sign. We have no idea what's going to happen next. But what I do know is things are looking wonderful for anybody who's an investor right now in the crypto space, especially in what I believe to be the really sort of like the blue chips. I do believe XRP will be one of those key ones that will play a pivotal role in our sort of, our future financial system. Having said that, I still think Ethereum plays a phenomenal role. I do believe Bitcoin has its place in digital gold and perhaps more, maybe not just yet. But positioning yourself now is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime, because you're having a chance to do something that hasn't happened in 50 to 100 years, right? So we don't get this chance very often. But what I will say to you, and I say this in every video, please tread carefully. This is never financial advice. You must go and do your own homework. My job, my passion is to share what I know and what I follow day to day, so that I can put you in the light of what's going on. But at the end of the day, you ultimately have to make decisions that are wise for you and your family. Please make investments that are intelligent. This is not a gambling opportunity. I don't go to the casino. I think it's ridiculous. I don't participate in memes. If you do, that's your thing. What I focus on really is how can I help people achieve what I did in the last 5 years in crypto, and that's really important because I do know it can set yourself up and your family for a good future. So a couple of other pieces of news to kind of call out. Michael Burry has just recently closed his fund. It's a big deal, even though it was dated back in October. We're just, we're getting wind of that. I picked up off the Meet Kevin show this morning. So that's a big deal. What is that saying sort of in the general sense of where the market is headed? It may or may not mean much. A lot of people are kind of likening this to 1999, and then others are saying, hey, wait a minute. Whoa, nothing to do with 1999. 1999, people were investing on debt. They were putting a lot of debt into their investments, whereas now it's more cash positive companies that are really making investments in AI. So again, I agree. I don't think we're in the same position at all. Now, does that mean we won't see a 30-40% correction? I didn't say that. I saw an 80% correction in crypto in the last 3 years. So it can happen. It can happen in the stock market as well. You got to be prepared for that. What does that exactly mean to be prepared? Does that mean you must sell everything? You have two options, right? You can sell and take profits, or if you're not in a good position to take profits and you can afford to hold for the next cycle, assuming this is the end, which I don't believe it is, that you could then realize those returns in the next coming 6 to 12 months when things recover. And they will recover. Remember something, guys, the QE is we're just about to get started on the money printing. the Fed has no cash. The liquidity is not there, and they may have to pump cash into the system. Unemployment is high. There's a lot of factors that could force the government's hand in taking action. So I want to leave you these few points right now, and really just keep a close eye on things, guys. Follow some key accounts on Twitter. Follow me, of course. I retweet quite a bit. I don't always post a lot of new, fresh content. I try to preserve that for this channel, but I'd love your comments, and of course, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. It really helps kind of circulate the information, and we'll see you guys in the next one.